Hi everybody. I wanted to do a little video today with a different dog other than Zeus. This is Bela off. You've probably seen Bela in some of the other videos. She is now our 8-month-old Labradoodle, and she's super smart. But she's completely different than Zeus. And one of the things that I deal with Bela is her confidence. She is super confident, super independent. She does not have a high desire to please. She does not have a high desire for treats. She'll work for treats because she's smart enough to realize that if she does something when I'm using treats as a lure, she'll get the treat. But the bottom line is that she kind of does what she wants to do. She has a short attention span right now. She only does what she wants. I'll show you. I'll do some loose leash walking, and she'll be fine for a few minutes maybe, but then in this small area, she's going to get bored and either sit down or start to wander off to the side one way or another, and show that she's bored with that. And the problem with that is that means that the dog is deciding what they want to do and when. And hey, you be quiet. The dog will decide what they want to do and when by stopping the game or stopping the command. For instance, a dog that you're playing fetch with, and you throw the ball and the dog brings it back, and you throw the ball and the dog brings it back, and all of a sudden the dog stops bringing it back. And you as the owner are more or less, come here you, no barking. You as the owner are more or less okay with that. And when they stop bringing it back, then you go about your business doing something else. And what you've done is you've taught the dog that it's okay for the dog to decide when a certain function begins and when a certain function ends. And you are no longer in control of that. Loose leash walking can be like that, where you're walking your dog, loose leash walking, and your neighbor comes up to you and starts talking to you as you're going for your walk, and before you know it, you're not really paying attention to the dog, and the dog is no longer loose leash walking. The dog is maybe pulling you off to the side. You're talking to your neighbor, not really addressing the dog, and the dog gets away with this behavior, which is, I don't have to walk nicely and loose leash with him if I don't want to. And so now you teach the dog another bad habit. And when you compound these things over time, you can get a 5-year-old dog that is uncontrollable then. So I'll show you some examples here with Bela, and let's see what she does, and then we'll address that particular issue, whatever it might end up being. Let me put this off to the side here. Heel. Sit. Wait. Put this on. Bela, heel. See? She's bored with this now. She kind of stopped. She's like, are we going to just walk around in circles? And you can't blame a dog for being bored with this type of maneuver in such a close quarters. But the dog shouldn't be able to decide that. You have to decide that. And you have to let the dog know that you're in control of this all of the time. The dog never should be allowed to determine when a particular function, activity, command is over with. You need to reinforce it. Now I'll show you, I'll take this off of her and maybe she'll show you some of the independence. She'll listen to me without the leash on, but she'll get bored quicker probably, and she'll be a little bit naughtier because she doesn't have the steering wheel on, maybe. We'll see. Heel. Sit. Heel. Well, she's being pretty good, so I can't, good girl. Always praise your dog. If you're not going to use treats to reward them for something, or if you're going to be stingy with the treats, make sure that you always praise your dog when you're doing a training session and the dog is performing for you. Good girl, Bela. Good girl. So for now, that's it. I just wanted to touch base on you with a dog with a little different demeanor than what you've been seeing lately with Zeus. And you're doing a great job, Bela. Let's see if I can get her to wait while I go and turn off the camera like I did with Zeus yesterday. Heel. Wait. Bela, come. Good girl. Good girl.